Hey, are you ready? Are you ready for the third level? The third level of self-discipline? More about that right after the intro. Wow. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 121. Cha-ching. Yes, episode 121. And today we're talking about the third level, the next level of self-discipline as part of the self-discipline series. Are you excited? I'm so excited about self-discipline. We talked about the first two levels. The first level was pretty basic. Discipline as choosing between what we may want right now and what we want most. The ability to make this decision. The ability to choose. The second level, do you remember? The second level was making this decision every day. Making this decision and being consistent with it. We call that commitment. Being committed. Mostly to yourself. Being committed to what you want most instead of what you may want right now. That was the second level. Do you remember? So again, the first level is the ability to choose between what you may want right now and what you want most. The second level was being committed to it, being consistent with this decision, making this decision every day. That was the second level, commitment. By now, you might be wondering, what is the third level? What is the third level? Are you excited? Well, think about waking up in the morning for a second. Think about it. I woke up today in the morning. I didn't feel like it. But as I told you before, I wasn't asking this question. I was asking to myself, what am I committed to? This is the second level, commitment. But remember, we have this conflict, right? We have this conflict between what we may want right now, which might be pushing the snooze button, which might be sleeping in for a little bit more time. We might call that the voice of excuses. But then we had the second level, right? The voice of our commitment that reminds us what we want most. For example, waking up in the morning, maybe we want to show up early for work, to show our persistence, to show our responsibility because we want to get that promotion. Maybe we want to be early for that meeting. Maybe we want to get early for that exam. Maybe we want to get a step ahead before that interview and get 20 minutes before it starts, before it begins. So we might have this conflict, right? Between the voice of excuses, that voice that tells us, it doesn't matter. Click the snooze button. It doesn't really matter. But then we have the voice of commitment. Yes, the voice of commitment that reminds us what we want the most. So now you might be wondering, what's the third level? Let's go to the third level. What is the voice? What is the voice that we want to hear in the morning of the third level? Do you feel the power? I feel the power. It is the voice of your bigger why. This is your why. These are the reasons, the real reasons, the deep reasons why you do what you do. Why you wake up in the morning. Why do you want to get this promotion? Think about these reasons. And notice, this voice reminds you. What are your reasons? You don't ask yourself in the morning, what am I doing it for? No, you already asked this question. You already know. This voice just reminds you. That's the third level, the power of your why. Yes, let's go over them pretty briefly. The first voice is the voice of excuses, the voice that tells you push the snooze button, sleep in a little bit more. Then you have the second voice, the voice of commitment, that voice that reminds you what you want the most and be consistent with it. This is the second voice. In most cases, it will be enough to get you, push you out of bed, pull you out of the bed, and start your day. But then, when that doesn't start, when that doesn't work, you might want the boost of the third level. You might want the energy of the third level, the voice of your why, your bigger why. We'll talk about much more about that in the next episode. Yes, in the next episode. When I wake up in the morning and I'm very tired, and I do remind myself what I want the most, but I might still be a little bit tired, a little bit not inspired, I remind myself my why. I go to the third level. It gives me that boost of energy. Because when you know why you're doing the things, you get the power. Because when the why gets stronger, when you have more reasons and more reason why you do what you do, when the why gets stronger, the how gets easier. That's the point. That's my message for you for the day. We'll keep on talking about that. We'll keep on talking about that in the next episode, but we're out of time. So back to you. I want you to tap into the third level of self-discipline. The third level. How can you do that? I have this interesting assignment for you. I want you to think about something that you are committed to. Some goal, something that you want to accomplish that you are committed to. And if you have nothing that you're committed to, think about what you want to be committed to. Think about one goal. Now think about the why and go deep. Just find one reason, one deep why you want to be committed to it. Just one. Tap into, smell that power of the third level, the power of your deeper why. So think about one thing that you are committed to in your life, or one thing that you want to be committed to in your life, and think about just one why. One powerful, deep why you want to be committed to that thing. Do this till tomorrow. Do this today, of course. And have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.